It's a little bizarre what I've been seeing. So let's talk about what's going on within the health freedom movement, especially. Within the health freedom movement, I have been a little appalled and taken back by people in our movement who support martial law and who support quarantines and who support Americans being told to stay inside their house and being told that the National Guard is just here to help us.
However, I do not suggest you leave your house. You're the safest in your home. And please remember, do not leave your home unless you have a plan, because things can get really messy really, really quickly.
I'm in the state of California where we are seeing possible lockdowns for 2 weeks. I do not think it's going to get extremely chaotic. I think it's going to be a rather smooth transition. I don't think it's going to be, troops coming on the streets and going house to house. But I do think there's going to be a lockdown for 2 weeks. Worst case scenario is be ready for 4 weeks. I know a lot of people are not happy with these closures, and I get it. But in order to kind of calm things down, this is what's necessary. A lot of people are asking why the troops are being deployed. Now, what the National Guard was probably going to do is they are probably going to be setting up at the stores and handing out food to people, trying to get the situation and the supply chain under control. I do not think we're going to get really serious. But during this time that you are locked down with your children, do board games. This is homeschool. I mean, you can't just let your kids hang out for 4 weeks and watch TV all day. And this is a time to just reconnect with your family. Have fun with it. Play games. Do puzzles. Do art.
It's a little bizarre. You are safest in your home. Do not get on the streets unless you absolutely have to. And again, people are saying revolt, go in the street, don't listen. I get it. But the 99% of the population, they're not ready. And I don't want you to be in harm's way if you're not ready. So stay home. So hopefully you guys don't self-quarantine unless absolutely necessary. It's, they say you need to be socially responsible. That means washing your hands. It's a little bizarre.
If you are exposed to someone who is sick and then that area gets quarantined, you're going to be separated from your families. I, for one, do not want to be separated from my children. So you do what you got to do to have all of your kids in one place. If that means locking yourself down, lock yourself down. It's not a big deal. I have not ventured out of my house because of that situation. I'm with my kids and I want to make sure that they're safe. But it's a ghost town. It's really kind of scary to wake up to silence. You're like, wow, there's nothing. There's nobody out there. So my concern is for my younger children who are already immunocompromised and my mother who is older and is immunocompromised.
I am not one for self-quarantining. I'm going to take my children on a hike. I'm going to take my children on a walk. I'm going to go to the store if I need to go to the store because I'm not sick. My children are not sick. We know how to take care of ourselves. We know to wash your hands. I can tell you right now, it's very hard to be inside the house with children all day long. I'm an introvert, but I like to take my children outside to go experience the world. And now I'm going to have to worry about people giving us the stink eye because we're outside. It doesn't mean, that's why I'm telling you, you are safest in your home.
Now, people ask, why are the guards being activated? What are they going to do? It's a virus. Desperate people do desperate things. And when you have a whole bunch of very unprepared people, and then you have another group of people who are taking all the supplies to sell them at a 300% increase, it causes desperate measures to be taken.
Within the health freedom movement, I have been a little appalled and taken back by people in our movement who support martial law and who support quarantines and who support Americans being told to stay inside their house and being told that the National Guard is just here to help us. You are safest in your home. Do not get on the streets unless you absolutely have to. It's a little bizarre